All right, so I went out on a limb. I found a camper top that I really want for my truck. It's the cheapest one that I could find that goes for my model, and it needs very little work. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to sand it down, paint it, maybe rhino line it, I don't know. But I need to take this camper top off, or this tonneau cover off, store it, and then Jesse actually paid for the camper top today, and I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow and pay him back. So we're going to go ahead and make this a little camper topper series, I guess, of restoring this and put it on my truck. Stay tuned. We're going to make a little video about this, or a video series maybe. Well, I was able to get it off. Finally, it's like 90 degrees out, and I'm pretty sure I scratched the piss out of this thing. There's a good chip right there, and I'm pretty sure underneath, use this block to slide it on, and there's some paint chips on that, so great. But oh well, I guess it'll be something I have to figure out later on. But I guess we're getting a camper top, so it doesn't matter. So stay tuned.
All right, here's the dealio. Me and Eddie were talking the other day, and we're like, hey, you know what'd be really fun? Is if we got camper shells for our pickups, and we went camping, did some truck camping. So, naturally, Eddie's searching the intrawebs, and whoop-de-doo, found him a camper here where I live. And so he says, hey, can you go look at it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll go look at it. Went and looked at it. FaceTimed Eddie. He looked at it and messaged the guy. And he's like, hey, would you take this much? He's like, yeah, I'll take that much. So I went, got some cash, and I'm going to go pay for it. And then Eddie is going to pick it up later. Well, wham, bam, I have paid the man. So all that's left is for Eddie to go pick it up, get it put on, and start camping.
All right, we are starting the morning off by running by the car wash. We need to clean the bed of the truck out, and then we're gonna go to the town that the camper shell is located in. We're gonna go put it on the truck. We're gonna stop here at the car wash, wash the bed of the truck out, and then we're gonna get on the road. It's probably about an hour drive for it. This bed is so dirty. This bed cover's been on it ever since I've had it. I've had the truck for about 6 years, so it's really needed a clean. I've swept it out before, but I've never sprayed it out before. So it really needed this. My whole truck needs it. It's dirty. I hate these carpeted wheel wells. They're probably the worst thing ever. So we're gonna get this cleaned up and get on the road. All right, truck is clean. Now we're headed onto the road. Man, whenever my truck is super dirty and muddy, I hate paying for car washes because half of the time goes to rinsing out my carpeted wheel wells. Like, I think that was probably the worst design ever that GM could have done. Makes it look nice, but man, it just takes forever to rinse out. But either way, we're on the road now. We're gonna go ahead and go pick up the camper top, and the camper top is silver. My truck is obviously maroon with black accents. So it's going to be way cheaper and a lot easier for DIY to have the camper top match black accents. I got bored and I used AI to put a black camper top on my truck, and I think it actually looks pretty good. We'll put a picture right here. So I think if we rhino line it or do some matte finish or something like that, I think it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm kind of leaning towards like a milder rhino lining or a raptor liner or something, but I just don't want something too bumpy. But if we're gonna use it for camping and stuff, I don't want it to be all scratched up or get scratched up if I do like a nice nice paint match paint job to this truck, because it's gonna be expensive, because my paint, it's not just maroon, it has like a flake in it, so it would be a pretty expensive paint job. So I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm gonna paint it black, and I think it'll end up looking pretty good. So we'll just go from there, and you guys will be along for the ride, and I'll try and document everything as I can.
We have a PAPPY topper.
This thing, it's, you know, it has like the paint bubbling down here, so it just, you use a little bit of Bondo here, like on the corners, but it just really needs sand down, and then Rhino line, but fits the truck pretty good. These flare windows worked. I opened it up, tested it out. One thing I didn't know is that it does not have shocks. So I'll have to get some shocks off of Amazon. Take like a wire brush or something on a drill and get that rust off. But I think this is gonna work out pretty well. So looks like that back glass over there, it flips down. So it has these two clips and it has hinges down here. The whole thing's a hinge or something, not sure, but I'm pretty sure that flips down, so there's more air circulation there. But it really just needs a swept out, vacuumed out, and big old spider on me. And then it has these clamps, just some normal C clamps, so we'll use those for now, and then we'll just get some actual clamps that go on there. But we got a PAPPY topper. It was really bugging me that we didn't have working struts in here, so I went ahead and just stopped by the local auto parts store and grabbed some struts or shocks or window shocks. Went ahead and just threw them on here, and they worked pretty good. So first upgrade. So the problem with this is that it's like shifted over too much, but I'm seeing that there's like a channel right here, and it almost looks like it just pops up and off. So I'm going to see if I can take a block and hit it. Maybe it'll shift over. Yep, I was right. Okay. So it just sits on a channel right here. So that makes it easy. Sweet. Okay. So now we can clean this out. I don't know how much more I'm gonna record back here. My my DJI camera, my action cam, it quit recording because it was full on data. So I'm just gonna record on my phone, but I don't know where it stopped on that. So I vacuumed the back of the truck out, and that's pretty much it. Well, okay, I undid all the clamps and I shifted the bed or the camper topper over and then forward, and it's sitting where it needs to sit now. And then I realized that it wasn't recording anymore, and that's whenever I started on the window. So I'm going to go ahead and vacuum out the windowsill. I'm probably going to be done for the day. It's pretty hot. It's like 90 degrees, and there's no air circulation back here. There's a little bit with now that window being off, but there's not near enough to be able to work back here all day. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably finish this up, and then I need to set up the sawhorses in the shop. And then I'm going to back the truck into the shop and set this camper top onto the sawhorses. That way we can start prepping it for paint. And it should move along pretty well. I would like to take this to a better vacuum, or get a better vacuum or something, in order to vacuum out these edges, because my shop vac just isn't cutting it. So I would like to take it somewhere where the suction's a little bit better. Then after that, I think we're gonna try and figure out the lighting, get the third brake light working, and then the interior light. And we should be doing pretty good. So just stay tuned. I don't know if this is gonna be an end of this video for now. It probably will be, and then we're just gonna make a series of it. So just stay tuned for more updates. We're gonna see if we can get Jesse a topper, and he's gonna have his updates. I'll have my updates. So just make sure to keep watching our channel, and we'll upload videos as we go. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.